Hey everybody, it's time for a quick little update video here. I know you always say quick, but I'll try and make it quick this time. So I wanted to talk about the channel and what my plans are going forward. So I'm gonna try and lay it out pretty simple for you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I am out of ideas for Owl House and Amphibia. I think that the writing has kind of been on the wall there. I'm kind of just completely out of ideas for both of these shows. I have the Owl House Kahoot video, which is like the last one that I'll make for the Owl House. It's been in the works for a long time, but I can't finish it because I can't think of anything funny to do with it. It's about like, I want to say like 60 to 70% done, but I can't seem to just push myself to do the last bit of it. I'm thinking about just releasing it as it is and just like cutting it off early because I literally can't think of anything else to make the video funnier. Like, I'm trying to make my content better, but like when there's no new content for the Owl House, it's kind of complicated to come up with like a completely new joke every single time and without relying on like the same like 3 jokes over and over and over again, like Tibble's Bacon, Flatback, Odalia Sucks, Lego Ida, you know, those popular jokes. I don't want to just kind of make the same ones anymore, but it's a little difficult to make new ones, especially after the show is already over. So I'm kind of trying to transition the channel into talking about different shows, or perhaps a bit of a more broad scope, talking about like Disney shows in general, or even talking about like some movie stuff. I still want to mainly focus on like cartoons and animation. I've actually tried a few anime related videos, but every single time I've uploaded them, they always like get 10 out of 10, which for those who don't know, a 10 out of 10 on a YouTube video means that your video has performed extremely badly. Like I uploaded one today and I was like, it sucks. I uploaded a couple One Piece ones that I transferred them over to my third channel. Like every time I upload an anime thing, it's like it tanks in views, and I get it, it's not my target demographic, but I'm trying to like change up, or at least like transfer the target demographic a little bit, because like I have 92,000 subscribers on this channel right now, and I know like 80% of them probably don't even remember that this channel exists. They probably just subscribe because they saw one funny video. I'll just say like 80% don't even remember that this channel exists. And I can't really target those people with videos unless it's like Owl House or Amphibia. But the thing is, like, without any new content coming out for these shows, it's harder to come out with new content for said shows without doing like a series or something, which I don't really plan to do. So the next show that I plan to talk about is Miraculous Ladybug. I actually already uploaded a video, like a little meme video on it. What if Miraculous Ladybug characters use Discord? It was like a stupid little voiceover video that I thought would be really funny. Didn't really perform well. I was kind of hoping that would perform a little bit better, but it's whatever. I plan to do a movie review of the Miraculous movie that actually came out a few months ago. That's been in the works for a while, and that's actually being a scripted video. I've never actually scripted any of my videos on this channel before, but this one will be like mostly scripted. It'll be like, when I say scripted, not like word for word, but I have like, you know, bullet points of things that I want to say. So it's not going to be like 100% scripted, but there are bits and stuff that I'm writing out, and I'm working on the script for that. It's actually been pretty fun. But I've kind of just been lacking confidence, I guess, recently in creating videos. Especially with just like the Owl House Kahoot. I can't finish it, and I feel like I just don't know how to make a funny video for it anymore. I think it's just because like without any new content for a show that I want to talk about, it's really difficult to talk about. And that's kind of what I've noticed about the cartoon community. It really relies on trends. Unless you want to make like a really, really big analysis type video, which I'm not very experienced with, but I'm also not somebody who really talks about trends too often. Like Owl House and Amphibia just so happened to be a trend that I enjoyed, but I just enjoyed it. It just so happened to be a trend, right? But like if I want to talk about something else, like Miraculous, like I know that's a pretty popular show, but I don't really know how like trendy it would be. Like my channel exploded because of Owl House and Amphibia, like their season 2B and season 3B coming out for both of the shows. So that's where like a lot of the popularity subscribers from this channel came from. But like changing that target demographic or being able to like properly transition into a new show or into like a newer or more broad audience is pretty difficult, honestly. It's pretty difficult. I haven't really done well on it, honestly. Like there's some other Disney shows that I want to talk about, but I think a lot of it is just because I feel like I'm holding myself back a little bit because I wanted to talk about Moon Girl because I thought that show was really, really good, but I didn't know how I wanted to talk about it. I was like, do I want to talk about a specific episode? Do I just want to highlight a few episodes? Do I want to just deep dive into a singular episode? Do I want to do like a whole review of the whole series? But like if I do that, it just takes a ton of time, and I feel like I'm kind of just stuck in a loop where I'm just like, oh, I don't know. I keep asking myself, I don't know if this is right, because I keep thinking more about like the algorithm and stuff instead of things that I really want to do. And I'm a little concerned because I quit my job back in December of last year to focus on YouTube full time. And financially, like my finances are dwindling, which is like not excellent. Like obviously if you don't upload videos, you're not going to get as much money. And you know, every YouTuber says like, oh, I don't do it for the money. And like I am partially that. Like I have to do it for money because it's my job, but at the same time I love talking about the things that I enjoy. So it's like a half and half kind of thing. Like I need to make money to actually support myself so I can live and not get kicked out of my apartment. But I also want to talk about the things that I love at the same time, right? And I'm kind of trying to find like a balance between that, where I talk about the things that I love, but I have to do it in a way that gets views so that I can financially support myself. Because like views don't matter that much, right? But they do when you're trying to live off of YouTube, right? So there's like a balance that I'm trying to find here. And while I've been thinking about a lot of this, I've kind of just been focusing on my other channels, or just like looking at other things. I've deep dived into this a lot more on my podcast on the third channel. You can go check that out in the description. There should be a new episode of that coming out tomorrow, actually, so look forward to that. But yeah, as for new content on this channel, besides the Owl House Kahoot, I think I'm pretty much done creating Owl House and Amphibia content. For now, right? I still want to make a video on Marshy's journal eventually. There's still that. I still have the idea of doing like a retrospective Amphibia, like season 1, season 2, season 3, but I think that would probably be like more down the future. I want to give it like more time to breathe. And I know there was talk, I think Matt Brawley put out like a poll of like, hey, would you guys like to see like an art book of some kind? So I want to wait before I do any like retrospective, maybe like another year or something, I don't know. But either way, after the Owl House Kahoot, I don't really think there's going to be that much Owl House or Amphibia content coming. So I know you guys subscribed specifically because of Owl House and Amphibia, but I think I'm asking you right now, if you're only here, now this is specifically only here to see Owl House and Amphibia, I think you should unsubscribe now. I really wanted to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. When we only have like a month and a half left to try and reach that goal, I don't think it's going to happen. Unless my miraculous video just somehow like gets really popular for some reason, because I'm trying to release that in December. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna make that goal, unfortunately, especially since I'm asking you now, if you are only here for Amphibian Owl House, please unsubscribe, because I'm trying to transition my target audience to like be more broad, talk about like lots of different shows. Like I want to have like a bit of a miraculous arc where I talk about that show and go through each season, kind of go through the journey of the show, because it's like decently popular, so I think it might be interesting to discuss. But I also want to talk more about like just animation and cartoons like in general, just a little bit more broad. And I feel like it's going to be a bit of a rough transition, but I'm asking you now, please unsubscribe. Don't subscribe because like, oh, I want to support you. Don't subscribe because, oh, I don't want to see your number go down. If you are not interested in the things that I'm talking about, please unsubscribe, because all you are doing actually is hurting my channel if you are subscribing and not watching my videos, because that is actually worse off for you. Because how YouTube algorithm works, they show your video to your subscribers first, and depending on how your subscribers enjoy the video, they're going to show it to more people out in the YouTube space. But if less of your subscribers watch your video, then it's going to show it to less people, right? That's kind of how it works. So if you're not interested in any other content that I can create besides Owl House and Amphibia, please unsubscribe now. That's all I'm saying, because actually it will help me out in the long run. It's gonna hurt my channel right now, but in the long run, it will help me if you are only here for those two shows. But again, I'm gonna talk about like other Disney shows. Miraculous is probably like the biggest one, but I do still want to make a video about Moon Girl, because that show is actually just like so good. The animation is so fun. Like there's so much to talk about with that show, and I feel like it's super underrated. And there's just a few other shows I just want to talk about in general as well. Like some older type shows. Like when I talk about Ed and Eddie, Billy and Mandy, stuff like that. I think I might make a video about Billy and Mandy later this month, because it's like kind of spooky Halloween theme. So yeah, I guess that's basically the big thing, is that we're going to be moving away from like exclusively Owl House and Amphibia content and focusing more on like more broad cartoon / animation / maybe even anime type stuff going forward. So yeah, that's about it, everybody. Again, please don't subscribe if you're only here for Alice and Amphibia. That's all I can really say. It's gonna hurt me now, but in the long run, it will help the channel. And if you are interested, if you really do want to support me, just watch my videos. That's it. That's all I can really say. You don't need to like make any donations. Don't like subscribe to all the channels. Don't do that. Just watch them. That's as simple as that. You know, even if it's my older videos, like you can go just watch those. That's the best way to support me, is just by watching the video. Don't even have to comment, like anything. Just watch a video and that's it. And if you aren't interested, unsubscribe. That also helps. That way I know what people want to see versus what they don't want to see. So yeah, that's basically what it is. I know it's going to be kind of sad for a lot of people because they really, really enjoyed my Owl House and Amphibia type content. And here's the thing. If there is any new content coming for these shows, I will talk about them. Like if there's an Amphibia art book or whatever, I'll talk about that. You know, if a miracle happens and there's like a spin-off Owl House series, I'll talk about that. Like we're gonna talk about that if it happens. I'm just saying, like, as for now, if there's no new content coming out, you know, don't expect new content out on Amphibia or the Owl House consistently, right? Like maybe there'll be like one here or there, but you know, we're trying to transition to something more broad. So yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thank you for understanding. I'm sorry, this probably is really sad for a lot of you to hear, but I think this is a transition I need to make for the future of the channel and not just like completely tank the channel by having false subscribers. So yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.